foodie friends, and welcome to the first installment of our month-long Americana series. We're going to celebrate 4th of July doing everything typically American this month. And first up, we're actually going to take a look at this cookbook that I purchased. If you watch my library book haul, you'll know where I got this one from for a really good price. It looked fascinating and I couldn't wait to try it. And as some of you may know, I live in Greeneville, Tennessee, which is the birthplace and the resting place of a president, Andrew Johnson, a very controversial president who was almost impeached. So we're going to take a look at one of his favorite dishes and see if we like it. Pause here to write down what you'll need to follow along. You're going to start this recipe by chopping up your celery, including the leafy tops, and your onion. Put them into bowls and set them aside for later. Now you're going to prepare your eggplant. You can either use 4 small eggplants or 2 large ones, and for serving, cut them into 8 portions. But for now, you're just going to cut them in half and scoop out the middle. You're also going to butter the shells, place them in a shallow baking dish with about a ½ inch of water. Moving over to the stove, I prepared 1 small saucepan with butter. I sprayed another pan to place the bacon, and then I have a large saucepan to do the eggplant. In the large saucepan, you're going to place your eggplant, celery, and your tomatoes. While that gets started cooking, in your small pan with the butter, go ahead and place your onion to saute. Now to the eggplant, you can add your basil, salt and pepper, and sugar. While that begins to cook down, go ahead and start your bacon. Once your onions are nice and softened, go ahead and add them to the rest of the eggplant and then flip your bacon. Once your eggplant has softened, now you're going to divide the mixture into your shells. Sprinkle with your breadcrumbs and then place 2 dots of butter on each eggplant. You're going to bake this at 325 for about 15 minutes. If you'd like to stay historically accurate, once they're out of the oven, you can garnish them with fresh tomato slices and your bacon. So, we have it done. I have no idea how we're going to eat this. If I was serving this at a party, this is not how I would garnish it. Just because I think it makes it more difficult to eat. But in the, I wanted to be historically accurate, so.
It looks neat.
It does. It looks really neat. I just don't know how we're going to eat this thing. Okay, well, before we try it and make complete fools of ourselves as we're trying to tear into this eggplant, let's go ahead and do our time and cost.
Okay. So
for time, I'm actually going to go ahead and give this a 4. Okay. I didn't think it was that difficult. It didn't really take me a whole lot of time to do it. In terms of cost, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give this a 4.5.
Wow.
Yeah, okay. I mean, the eggplant, those can be a little pricey, but I found them on sale, so it wasn't really that big of a deal. And everything else in there, I mean, a can of tomatoes, kind of makes up for the cost of the eggplant. So I'm going to do 4.5. Now, let's desperately try to eat this thing. Okay? Let's see. I guess maybe I'm just going to rip mine.
Uh-oh, we lost our bacon.
Yeah.
I can't get it.
No. You get the inside. You don't get the...
Oh, we don't need the eggplant?
No. No, the eggplant's in there.
Oh, it's
I scooped out the middle and then, yeah. So you don't have to fight with that. I'm going to reserve my judgment until you eat yours.
Trying to get a little everything. I can't.
I know. And this is why we not garnish it this way
Like
for
if you
a party.
dice the tomatoes.
Like, did they do this in the White House? Did dignitaries come to the White House and they're like desperately, you know, trying to cut into this thing and making fools of themselves?
All right. I like the flavor.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna give this a 4 on taste because I'm very surprised at the fact that I like it.
It's really good. I mean, it's got kind of the eggplant gives it a little bit of a meaty texture. Mm-hmm. The bacon adds some meaty fat. Mm-hmm. But then you get like a lot of hints of the, you know, vegetables and other stuff in there that just kind of gives it a well-rounded flavor, I think.
Yeah.
You know, it's got a lot of umami.
Maybe their table manners were different back then. You know, maybe it didn't matter if you were just ripping up your bacon and ripping into tomatoes and stuff like that. Like maybe ambassadors came over and was just like, oh yeah, this is how Americans eat. They just rip into their food. The bacon kicks it up a notch.
That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. I think this is 4.5 is an easy number.
Okay, let's go 4.5 because I like it with the bacon.
Yeah.
So we have what did we say? A 4. I almost forgot my numbers. A 4, another 4.5, and another 4.5. Okay, so altogether we have a 4.33. Yeah. Which is a lot higher than I thought this dish was going to be because I was like, ugh, eggplant with like tomato slices on top. I don't know. But I love this. I would make it again.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
Kudos to Andrew Johnson, a controversial president that liked non-controversial food.
Sounds good.
All right. So that's all we have for this video. I would highly recommend this dish if you're wanting something presidential to eat this month. And stay tuned because next week we're actually going to do something a little special. Since we live in the birthplace of Andrew Johnson, we actually have a national park. He's buried here. So we're going to take a tour of downtown Greeneville and show you where Andrew Johnson lived and died.
Yeah.
All right, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching this video. We will see you later. Bye. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button for future videos. In the meantime, here are 2 videos you may enjoy. Thanks for watching.